Hello everyone, welcome back to my podcast Motivation Talks with SK. So today we are going to talk about something we are all very guilty of, and that is, any guesses? That is procrastination. You know that cycle, right? I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later. There is a lot of time, we can do it sometime. And that tomorrow becomes next week, time goes on pushing, and that tomorrow never comes. Because you get trapped in that and your work gets delayed, your progress gets pushed on, and that someday or tomorrow never comes. But here's the truth: procrastination steals our time. It tricks us into thinking we have a plenty of time, but actually, as I said, every delay you make costs your progress, your peace of mind, your confidence. Why do we procrastinate? Because there are three different reasons for it. First is fear of failing, fear of not being able to do good enough. Second is perfection. We are all waiting for that right moment to come, which actually never comes. And sometimes we are tend to be overwhelmed by the work we have. That is the third important thing. Certain tasks set to feel really big that you rather think of avoiding it for the moment, but eventually it starts getting overwhelming even more and your peace of mind is lost, right? Because waiting eventually makes your fear not go away but become bigger and bigger, and then mountain eventually builds up a huge pile. And how do we break this cycle? I'll tell you a few practical steps. First is the 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, right, let's do it right away, because small actions create a huge momentum. Second step, break down every work you have. Because when you have a huge project or you have a huge work, right, it is important to break it down into segments. Focus on the very first step. Just one. Do it today. Take baby steps eventually to finish up the work you have. If possible, set a timer to observe how much time you can actually sit and focus on the work you can do. Because as you start small, suddenly you get in a very good flow. This is called the Pomodoro technique. Okay? And eventually progress over your perfection. Because every imperfect step you take leads you to progress, which is very, very important. If possible, visualize your reward as well. What is going to happen when you finish that work? Can be as simple as the satisfaction you have that you finished that work. Or never know. If you are having a very important project to submit, you may get really good reward. Maybe marks, you get appreciation, you get a promotion, can be anything. Think about that reward, visualize it. And finally, remember this. It is always self-motivation, because procrastination always whispers, later, later, later. But success always answer now, now, now. Okay? You don't need the right plan, right perfect timing, just nothing. You just need to start, because once you start, your actions catch up momentum, takes over, and that's when the change begins. So here's your challenge for today: pick one thing that you have been pushing off lately to do it later. Take that one step today. Okay, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Thanks for tuning in to my podcast. If this actually helped you, share it with a friend who also is procrastinating things and needs to get out of the cycle. And remember, progress starts the moment you start. That small action brings a huge momentum. Okay, this is signing off from SK. I'll see you in my next podcast.